welcome to another episode. This time we're on the other end of the base actually from where we were a couple of episodes ago. So just to, like always when I start projects in this space, I need to orientate you. And we are on the opposite side of our furnace array. So a couple of episodes ago we were on this side where we made the trading hall and the melon and pumpkin farm. Now we're on the other side of this area, and in the sort of the base has turned into a U shape, and we're on the second leg of the U, what to call it, the second other part of it actually. And we're going to have two projects in here today, which is going to be very related to each other because I'm in need of both of them. So, and it's also actually supposed to be connected to the trading hall as well, so it goes pretty far together here. And what I want to do today is of course villager related. I am in need of crops to trade with the villagers in the trading hall, particularly the farmers, and I need a crop farm. But to get that crop farm, I need villagers to be inside of that farm, and I need a village breeder. So up here in this area, I'm just going to get myself up here, and we're going to turn on the light a little bit so you can see because it's very dark up here right now. Here we have an area which leads into the back side of the base actually. There we have the middle corridor that goes between the both corridors, so I don't have to go the whole U when I want to get to the other side. And inside of here of course is the furnace array, and on that other side we have the sorting system. And I have these two similar sort of areas on both sides, and I decided that I wanted to use them for something. I don't know what the other side is going to be, but this side is going to be where I replace my breeder for the villagers. It has two functions. It's going to be a sort of place where I can just put in the villagers and have this area in the same sort of ground type here. The ground level is going to be here, and then it's also going to be very easy to just build walls here and then hide everything behind, or if I want to actually show it, we'll see. I haven't actually gotten to the design part of this yet. I just have a concept in mind. And then of course it's one other thing that why I wanted to have this place. It's because it's a little bit of a height up, and I want to lure the villagers so that the villager babies is going to be lured and drop down here and get collected in some sort of area where I can just get them from easy part and still be a bit hidden from the rest of the base. So that's why I'm going to place the farm over here. The other farm we're going to make is the crop farm, and that's going to be placed inside of here in this area. So I also need a little bit of a distance between these things, so hopefully they won't connect to each other in some way and make funky business with all of the villager mechanics that they have. So I'm going to start by designing the breeder first and try out what I want to have here. And then we're going to come back, I'm going to explain it, and then we're going to continue on with the crop farm. That's the sort of idea for the episode at least. And we'll see each other once I've gotten to started on this area. Okay, so we have a working breeder up there, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. I'm just going to get up there. I've also started on the actual crop farm of this, which right now is just one big glass box. And that glass box is here because I'm going to use allays and I need them to be put in the same place. On top of the glass I put moss to give a little bit of to cover up the glass a little bit, and also to give it a more cohesive feeling with the rest of it. And I really like the texture of looking into the moss carpets from below. And this is of course a resource pack that I use, so you can see that all moss carpets that are on top of blocks, for example here, you can also see them on the glass there, they have a little bit of an overhang, and that's a resource pack from Vanilla Twigs that I use. So just for those of you who are wondering that, but it gives a very nice texture and a nice feeling here. So we have the breeder up here, very easy, very simple, and not very much to talk about actually, but still I'm going to show you. So what we have here, oh, maybe I will come at the wrong time. So yeah, what we have here is 2 villagers, one farmer of course, which is needed for this to work, and a little bit of a farm here with potatoes for that guy. Then we have 2 beds here, which these 2, the adult villagers, are connected to. And then inside of here I have 1 extra bed, so they see the bed and or notice the bed and know that, oh, no one is sleeping in that, and we can make a baby, of course, because you need beds to have villagers for some reason. And once they make this guy here, he is eventually during nighttime, or either like he's doing now, want to go and jump on this bed. Then he's going to go into here, think that he can walk past because we have trapdoors, and land in this water and get pushed into this place. And I'm going to use the free cam because it's much easier to show you guys. Right now it's a very rudimentary thing down here just to get easy access. Yeah, there he come. So I have the water here. He took a little bit of damage. That's not good. Maybe I need to lower this one block or something. But yeah, we have villagers here staying here, and I have a pickup system with minecarts here that can get these villagers out of here and into the area I want them to have. If I don't want the village or the farm to work, I can just close this off, and the bed is no longer accessible, and it's not going to be part of the village and like that. So that's going to work. So there we have it, like a very easy, very breeding farm. It could of course be a much smaller. I've seen more compact designs, but right now it makes up for what we need to have here. And also because I need it to sort of fill this area, so why not use the space? So now we can focus on this part here, because I already have 3 villagers and I need 4 for this one. So while I'm working, they are going to breed up, and I'm probably going to close it off at some point so I don't have a lot of villagers clustered up. But right now I need to change this place, so we're going to completely or almost completely remove a lot of the bricks, change that into dirt and get a farm going. I'm going to have to get allays from somewhere. I don't know where yet because I haven't encountered them on this side of the world, and I'm not very keen on trying to transport them from the old base. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to start by building up this whole area and get it starting with how it works. Okay, so after the time lapse, I've done a little bit more since you saw the farm last time. It's actually finished, the whole thing. Both, redstone wise and also villager and allay wise. Everything is working, and working rather nicely, I should say. Not the most efficient, but it works, and it works without me being here. So it's the most important part. I, of course, need to go through this with you guys and how it works and everything like that, because right now you haven't seen much of it in action, even though you can probably notice what's happened here. So, oh, very nicely, the villagers has gone to sleep. So, yeah, it's nighttime right now. So what happens here then? Well, I have allays. Each and every one of them have one crop in hand. We have wheat, we have beetroot, we have carrots, and we have potatoes. And what the allays do, of course, is that they pick these up so they can find them. And the villagers, of course, harvest these things, and I've tried to fill them up. It's taken a little while, and that's why also I haven't gotten to the wheat and the beetroot just yet to fill the whole area up here, because the farmers just go around this place actually. But yeah, I've propped them up with a lot, and I mean filled up their whole inventories with seeds in these two guys' case, and filled these ones up with potatoes and carrots. And with that, I made them do this so they don't pick up everything that they harvest, and that gets the allays enough time to actually get the thing to work here and gather up the items. The high fence here is only because I noticed that the villagers were trying to throw stuff at each other, and they sometimes succeeded. So what happened was that they tried to make babies, and that didn't work because they don't have enough beds. But still, I don't want to have a lot of babies. If something happens, I maybe place a random bed somewhere, and they think that it belongs to the village. So to prevent that, I've made these high walls, and also because I don't want them to throw their crops out, because they want to share and they can't share it because it needs to be picked up by the allays, and they need to have full inventories for that. And then in the middle here we have this very annoying noise machine that goes off a little bit too often actually, but I couldn't be bothered to actually try and make some more complicated redstone. So underneath this note block here, I have a minecart hopper with standing on top of hoppers leading out into that place over there. I'm going to show you in just a minute. And as you know, allays, if they hear a sound from a note block, they get attuned to it and they want to leave their items on top of that. And that's also because I have these blocks around here, because otherwise the allays often miss the note block and it gets thrown on the side. So to give it a little bit more of a fighting chance, I put these blocks around here, and they don't miss that often. Still do, but they pick it up again and try again. So that works rather nicely. So that's the sort of labor part of the farm, where we have everything working for us, and they are working nice as you can see here. Then we have this area here where I put a dropper down there. It spits out all of the items into this water canal, and it gets put into behind this wall where we have a little bit of a redstone going on. So to begin with, water canal up here to hoppers that I hope you can see. I put on the gamma, otherwise you can see we have hoppers over here. And then of course, oh, creeper, not good here, very bad. I need to find out where this guy spawned, probably up there somewhere. Okay, so what do we have here then? Well, connected to the hopper line, we have regular item sorters that sort out, of course, carrots, beetroots, wheat, and potatoes. And each and every one of them leads into one shulker box loader, the same design that I've used before, so probably going to leave a link in the description for those designs, of course, and yeah, the same thing as always. And right now it goes pretty slow actually to get here, but it's still working, so I'm going to take that as a win. And once these shulker boxes have been filled up, they are going to, of course, be pushed down and into this barrel. That barrel is connected to some hoppers that leads to the outside, where we have more barrels that I can just come and pick up our items. I am thinking of putting in some sort of indicator lamp, maybe put it in the floor here in front of it, so that as soon as it has items inside of it, I want to try and get the floor to lit up, so I know when it has been, because with this farm being so slow, I need to actually be sure when I have items in here. So that's what. But I've already gotten enough carrots and beetroots and everything to start trading with the villagers at the trading hall. And that's why I'm so happy to having golden carrots back, because I was depleting my food storage very, very fastly. And even I was surviving on cookies. That's one thing that it's the worst food in Minecraft, but I only had that one left and like uh, two meat items and like three fish or something. So I was surviving on cookies before I actually managed to get enough carrots, potatoes, and beetroots and wheat to start trading with the villagers, so I could get to the mullen and pumpkin trades, and that got them pretty fast up to the golden carrot, so I could get some decent enough foods. I know that I could, for example, cook the potatoes and everything like that, but it's so badly food, and I don't want to waste coal on that. I want to have the good foods, and that's why I've gone to golden carrots, because that's my favorite food source in Minecraft, except for beef. Actually, those things are pretty similar in the ranking for me. So with that, I've actually finished off this whole farm area, and I'm so happy to have it right now and happy and working, because it's needed, and it's going to take a while, like I said, but hopefully we're going to be able to get some sort of produce from it that I can use. So with that, we're going to turn over to you guys. I think with my luck, I'm going to, of course, look at this Enderman at the wrong time. So we're going to deal with him first before actually ending the episode. Please die. There, thank you. Okay, so with that, we're going to turn over to you guys. And I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, consider leaving a like, maybe even comment on the episode and tell me what you liked about it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. We'll see each other. Goodbye.